This is a really cool photosynthesis experiment that I did, and if you like plants, I promise this is worth watching. I had the plant in a growth chamber for 24 hours to be saturated with light, and the first step is to boil some water. I had this leaf fully exposed to the light where it was able to photosynthesize. I had this leaf completely covered so it did not receive light. And then this leaf I had partially covered so it received some light. Once the water began to boil, I was able to start adding each of the leaves. This step actually kills the cells, which prevents it from further photosynthesizing, and it makes the leaves really soft. This step is pretty fast, so I only left it boiling in the water for 2 minutes. While that was going, I started on the next step, where I added boiling chips and alcohol to a beaker. The boiling chips prevent it from superheating. After the 2 minutes was up, I took the boiling water off of the hot plate, and I started taking the leaves out. As you guys can see, they are very soft, and during this step, you have to be really careful not to rip them. After I had taken the last leaf out, the alcohol had already started to boil, so I was ready for the next step. I carefully added each of the leaves into the boiling alcohol, and this step is actually so cool because it removes all of the chlorophyll from the leaves. This took about 10 minutes, and you know that they're done once the leaves turn white, which means that they've fully been decolorized and there is no more chlorophyll in the leaves. It's actually so pretty. Now that the 10 minutes had passed and the leaves had no more chlorophyll, I started taking each of them out. This step makes the leaves really crispy, almost like a potato chip, and that is because alcohol is a dehydrating agent where it removes all of the water and makes the leaves very brittle. Because of this, the next step is to rehydrate the leaf with some water, and I actually rinsed them twice to make sure to remove any alcohol. Finally, we get to the fun part, where I add a few drops of iodine to each of the leaves. When plants receive sunlight, they are able to photosynthesize, and that means they are able to produce starch. So, in the leaves that received sunlight, the iodine will react with the starch and turn it black. This experiment proves that plants need light to grow, because without the sunlight, they are not able to produce starch. This leaf was fully in the sun, so it produced starch and stained black. This leaf was fully covered and did not produce starch and did not stain. And for my favorite, this leaf was partially covered, so the spot where the heart is where it produced starch and received light.